William, hey.
Yeah.
Hey, so you know ghosts, right?
No, I don't, but go ahead.
Okay, so you know at some point we established ourselves to be the most foremost expert on ghosts in the world on this channel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like we are such an expert on ghosts that if I was haunted by a ghost, I would call myself to come investigate my own haunting, alright?
Okay.
That is how much of an expert of a ghost we are. Like I would go to the bathroom, pull out my phone to call my own phone, be like, hey, Austin, yes, Austin, I have a haunting at my house, alright, give me your address, Austin. And then I would tell myself my address, go out to my car, turn it on, go around my block, back to my own house, and then re-enter my house, like, alright, where is the haunting in this house? As I talk to myself. Alright?
So
I will let you know. And then I would convince the ghost. Okay, wait, here's the thing. This opening bit has nothing to do with the real ghost bit, alright?
Okay.
I'm just talking about how I'm an expert on ghosts, and if there was a ghost, I would know what to do. So this is the real opening bit about ghosts, alright?
Mm-hmm.
So I discovered the secret to ghost hunting, okay?
Yeah.
I've been watching a lot of ghost hunting shows, ghost movies, all that shit. I found out the reason, alright?
Mm-hmm.
So you know how in all these ghost movies, the reason why there's ghosts because their spirit are left behind to the place because they have unresolved desires, right?
Yeah.
Alright, just bully the ghosts out the fucking house, alright? Just bully them, alright? So in these ghosts, you have people trying to peacefully send the ghosts away, like, we're gonna get a priest or an exorcist, and we're gonna move your spirit out the house to no, fuck that. Just bully them out of that house. They can go bully, they can haunt some other house, alright?
Oh my
just do that.
God.
If you haunt... So in order to make a place less haunted, right? You bully the spirit out so that place become less haunted, okay? So that place is no longer haunted. Alright?
Okay.
That's the logic, okay? Right? And here,
Uh-huh.
I have a name for this show, alright? Try to guess the name for my new ghost show.
Okay.
Where we bully ghosts.
I don't know, freaking Spectre bullies.
No, that's fucking stupid. We call ourselves the ghost harassers, alright? We just harass ghosts. Like we go to like I don't know. Let's say what's a part like a mental hospital. We just bully the mental hospital ghosts. Like oh you guys are a bunch of nerds. We bully them like we're in 1980s John Hughes coming of age drama. All right. we just make fun of them. Hey, where's your mom? I bet your mom's in the afterlife, nerd. Oh, hey, give us your lunch money. I bet you don't even have lunch in the afterlife. Look at us, we're enjoying our all-American burger with cheese and a beer.
You're just mocking them for not having a digestive system and taste buds to enjoy food anymore.
Yeah. And they'll be like, hey, Joe, check it out. We brought our dad. We're gonna throw the pigskin around. I bet you can do that in the ghost world. I bet you can't throw the old pigskin around.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like you just bullied the ghost. Hey, yo, check it out. We're celebrating Christmas with our family. Where's your family? I bet you don't even have Christmas in the ghost world.
Jesus Christ. Oh my god.
You just inflict a bunch of emotional damage on the ghost to put like, fuck, I don't want to be here. If I keep being here, I'm just gonna get bullied.
I don't think it's even a matter of them trying to get bullied. I think there's like as soon as you start harassing them like that, they just wish they could kill themselves, but they can't.
And then at that point they have to go find a ghost tree to hang themselves at, or go to a ghost building.
What?
They have to go find a ghost building and jump off that ghost building. All right.
They can't find a ghost building, so they have to find a ghost rope or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, like you just
the irony though.
That's how you deal with ghosts, right? Because I've been watching like all these fucking shows, all these ghost shows or ghost movies where they try to help the ghosts. Fuck that! Don't help the ghosts. They don't deserve your help, right? They don't. You just bully them out, all right?
Just
right?
Look. Oh my god.
Just bully them out. Look. If Back to the Future has taught me anything, bullying works, all right?
Yeah, sure it does. Yeah.
That was the whole message of Back to the Future, right? About bullying, right?
No, it was not. But sure.
What was the message of Back to the Future? They get back to the future?
Yes, that's all they do. They have to go back to the future.
No, fuck that. That's fucking stupid. You don't need just bully time to get you back to the future, all right?
Just bully time to kill itself so it can get you back to the future.
Time with a bunch of fucking nerds. What are you spending time with? Who are you spending your Christmas with? Oh wait, you don't have anyone to spend Christmas with, you nerd. You just walk up to a clock and they just insult the clock.
Look at all this time you're wasting. Time, God.
Yeah.
You spend that time spending like having fun with other people, but no, you just waste
you
away
spend
the
the time
day.
with your dad throwing the pigskin around. Hey, Dad, you want to throw the football out in the yard? Wait. As you concur, I am assuming Time does not have a father figure in their life. All right.
Wait, isn't Time just Father Time?
No, fuck that. No, Father Time's dead. He left. He left Time. So Father Time went out one day, like, oh, I'm gonna go to the Time store to get some Time smokes, alright? And he never came back.
Time smokes. Why? Why is this?
So back to my main point, like, yeah, you just bully the ghost out the haunted house, alright? That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do. In order to make a place less haunted, just bully the ghost. Just make fun of the ghost, alright? Just make fun of the ghost. Talk about how they still need braces or something. Like, oh boy, I bet you can't see without your glasses, you nerd.
Jesus Christ, what have we done?
Well, I'm telling you, William, if you think all of our problems could be solved by 1980s John Hughes bullies, all right? Just 90s and 80s bullies are the source of the answer to Earth, all right? If we could solve all of our problems with a good old 1980s high school bully, all right?
Okay, sure. That's exactly
just go into a ghost building wearing a varsity jacket and everything, you know, right? And that's all you need. Ghosts are afraid of varsity jacket. You know, so you know how in all those movies they always get a priest, and a priest comes in dressed like a priest, right? Mm-hmm. Right? He has that stupid white collar thing around their neck, which I don't know what that do. I don't know if that gives you like super abilities or whatever, right?
Who knows, honestly.
Yeah. So basically, no, what they should have done was have a priest wear a varsity jacket, go in. Yeah. Okay. And then they throw the pigskin around.
Oh my God! Still
throw the good old pigskin around.
Is it even made out of pigskins?
I don't. Wait, didn't it used to be made out of pigskins? Is that why they call football pigskins back then? Because they used to be made out of pigskins. I'm pretty sure that's why that's why the people say you throw the pigskins around, or the term for football are pigskins.
Oh, right? They were made of the bladder of a pig. I just looked it up right now. That's gross.
Yeah, just like the ghost. Yeah, call the ghost gross. Like, oh, what a nerd. Right?
What are you trying to insinuate? That we should be throwing the ghosts around and calling them like, the only thing you deserve to be is the pigskin. You
surround the ghost and then you just push them like, oh, look at this nerd. Give us your lunch money. Just bully the ghost. Ghost bullying will solve ghost haunting. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, no, I think we got that covered. I understand I understood the point of that, Austin. Okay.
Yeah. I'll tell you. My new show, Ghost Harasser, will be the #1 show on the Travel Channel. All right.
Sure.
Hey, let's pitch this to the Travel Channel because that's what people are doing right now, traveling, right?
Yeah, sure. That's exactly what you're doing.
The number one pastime of America, getting on planes and traveling right now. If there's one thing I would invest in right now, I would invest in the airport industry. All right. Airline industry. All right.
Sure.
Biggest money maker on Earth, right?
Sure. Yeah, that's exactly the biggest money maker in this time.
Yeah, just like how I would invest into this superpower movie about a teen.
Wait, he isn't a teen though.
Wait, what teen? Wait, is this a singular teen or a group of teens?
Singular teen. It's not even a teen. He's not even a teen. Okay, I'm assuming you have the wrong one.
What? No, I have mortals up. We're talking about mortals, alright? Yeah. Hey, you just bully the ghosts for the fact they're no longer mortals, alright?
Austin, I'm gonna get a ghost to bully you and see how you like it.
No. Hey, ghosts can't bully me because they're dead, alright?
Sure.
What are they gonna do? They're fucking haunt me? Oh yeah, nice going, nerd. Oh, this is not even a good haunting you're doing.
Oh my God.
The kid at school would haunt better than you, and he's alive.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, I guess welcome to the spoiler cast for Mortal 2020.
Okay, but hey, so before we start am I the only one glad that the girl died in this movie?
Here's the thing. I had no feelings at all with this movie. It's such shit, man. Straight up, I'm just gonna say it was interesting in the beginning. I'll give it that. It was
interesting, but then the female lead appeared, and she ruined the movie for me. Like a majority of the reason the stuff that happens in this movie is literally her fault. All right, she literally caused a majority of the problem in this movie.
Yeah. I mean, like, sure, we can argue that. We can argue that, but
Alright.
oh my god, some of these things are just so annoying. Oh god. Okay, but we'll get into it. As always, I shall read the plot synopsis provided
Hey,
to
this
us by
plot
the
synopsis is
wiki.
pretty long as fuck.
Yeah, it is. Hold on, let me open my can of Sprite. You're gonna hear this nice.
Okay, I have the wrong Wikipedia page open up.
Yeah, I thought you had the right Wikipedia page open up, Austin.
Oh man, this really is long. Jesus Christ. Someone was a big fan of Mortals to write this.
Yeah, but fucking Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and read it. Also,
while I eat my mashed potatoes.
What's funny though, Austin, is it does say there the section's plot summary may be too long or excessively detailed. So there's your point, Austin. So here I go. The film opens somewhere in the Norwegian wilderness with Eric hiking for what seems to be weeks and finally setting up camp. While sleeping, he has a nightmare. The trees. Oh wow. Okay. While sleeping, he has a nightmare. The trees. Okay, yeah. So that doesn't flow at all.
Big fan of the trees.
An area
It's
outside his tent are burning. After waking, he realizes it was not a dream. He examines an unknown wound. God, whoever wrote this, just check your spelling and grammar and everything. Unknown wound on his ankle and limps away towards running water. He continues through the woods until he reaches a small town where he breaks into a medical clinic and steals supplies for his wounds and candy. Wait, that's such awkward. He stole supplies for his wounds and candy. Okay.
And candy. He's a big fan of candy, apparently.
Yeah.
He really wanted some candy, apparently.
In the gas station bathroom, he grooms himself and tends to his wounds, then continues to walk out of town. While walking, a car full of 4 teens stop to harass him.
Oh, look, 1980s movie bullies right here.
God, I hated that so much. It was so stupid. But anyway, he tries to avoid them after being pushed to the ground. He tells Ole, also, I hate who wrote this. If you touch me, you will burn. The boy grabs Eric and immediately starts to fall to the ground and die. Later that night, Eric is picked up by the police at a bus stop. Back in town, Christine, a young psychologist, is consoled by friends after a patient committed suicide. She is then called by the local police to speak with Eric, where she learns he is an American Norwegian who is also a suspect in an unsolved fire which took the lives of 5 people 3 years ago. Since the fire, Eric has been backpacking looking for family. Hold on.
Boy, I hope the scraping of me eating mashed potatoes isn't caught on audio.
I mean, that burp I gave certainly will be. Excuse me. Christine interviews Eric, who is hiding in the corner of the room, breathing heavily. She convinces him to sit at the table and gives him a glass of water, which he drinks quickly. She confirms he has many generations of Norwegian ancestry. Eric finally speaks about the event, which causes Christine to have his handcuffs removed. Outside of the interrogation room, Ole's parents demand to see their son's killer.
I didn't even know this kid had a name, by the way. I didn't even know this kid had a name.
Yeah, I mean, they mentioned it, but it's like, I don't give a shit. Christine also confirms that everyone in the fire were relatives of Eric. Eric admits to killing his relatives in Ole. As he speaks, Christine's hair starts to become statically charged, and Eric pulls water up from her glass and puts it back in. She asks, but he has no idea how he can do the things he can do. He begins to charge his energy, which causes the building to start catching electrical fires. Christine determines his emotions and control his powers, and quickly consoles him on how to focus to control his power. Soon, a team arrives from the U.S. Embassy to take him back to America. He refuses to speak to anyone other than Christine and demands to sedate himself to fly in a helicopter. The sedation medication quickly wears off, and in mid-flight, he starts to panic from being tied up. Outside, the weather begins to become a thunderstorm, and the helicopter is struck by lightning, which causes the helicopter to crash into the sea. Not a sea. Eric breathes in water as if it is air, and
that's so fucking weird. Who the fuck wrote this shit?
Yes, nobody who knew how to write, or at least properly. And focuses to burn his restraints away. He stops to save one of the agents and drags her to the shore to resuscitate her and runs away.
He could have. Why did he save all of them? What a jerk!
Christine listens about the news on her television. At the same time, Ole's father, Bjorn, grabs his weapon in search of Eric. Eric confronts Christine outside of her house. They leave to go to her friend's cabin. While stopping for supplies, Eric starts to panic inside of her car. When Christine enters, she begins to choke, and Eric exits the vehicle quickly, and she recovers. He calms down and they drive to her friend's cabin in the woods. At the cabin, Christine helps him tend to the strange wounds on his body. We learn that his powers emerged 3 years prior at the farm with an unknown cause. Back at the hospital, the local police and embassy agent confirm he created the storm and caused the crash. And I'm going to take a sip.
Oh, is that who this character was? Oh, I thought this Christine was a completely... Wait, is this the character we're following throughout the entire movie?
What? Christine, the blonde,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, fuck, I thought there was two separate characters. I thought there was this psychiatrist, and I thought there was a girlfriend character. I didn't realize these were the same characters the entire movie.
No, they are.
Oh, fuck. Wait, I'm not gonna lie. Wait.
Uh-huh.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
At some point, I thought that they just abandoned the psychiatrist character. I thought she was just a one, and then he went to like and find like some ex-girlfriend character. That's who I thought this character, the female lead, the second half of the movie was. I didn't realize it was the same character.
Oh my god! Really? Wow, that's really.
But I'm not gonna lie, I kind of zoned out watching this movie. I was like,
to be fair, I kind of did too, so I don't blame you for that.
Yeah, like, I legitimately thought Christine was a completely separate character. I legitimately thought he went and met with like some weird random ex-girlfriend character. I was like, okay. I was like, who the fuck is this bitch? I don't even know who the fuck she is. Why is he? I didn't even realize it was the same psychiatrist lady. Holy shit.
Okay.
I'm learning so much from this Wikipedia, this excessive Wikipedia description that the actual movie. Hey, Wikipedia, don't remove. This page is not too excessive or is not too long or excessively detailed. It's way more informative than the actual movie. All right.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. Here.
I don't even know where we are right now.
Christine decides to turn him into the police, which Eric agrees. As they hug, he prevents the rain from falling on them, which causes her to change her mind and go to the farm. It's really stupid. While at a gas station, Christine sees the news asking for tips on both of them. She runs outside to find Eric dazed and looking off into the mountains. Eric explains that while he is in a daze, which happens often, he goes to other worlds and lands that don't seem possible, and while traveling, the sky changes and he sees an enormous tree. They are stopped by a police blockade, which forces them to take an alternate route where they nearly crash, and Eric causes the car to be destroyed by electricity.
Hey, first off, that's all her fucking fault. Eric didn't do shit, alright? Mm-hmm. She really could have been patient. She was too fucking impatient. What the...
Yeah, that was really bad.
This is one of the reasons why I hated when I thought she was the ex-girlfriend character. I was like, well, no wonder this guy broke up with you. You fucking suck.
A trucker gives them a ride until they reach Ascoy Bridge. I think that's how you pronounce it. Where the police set up a roadblock. In the middle of the bridge, Eric submits himself, but Christine moves to the police and lets herself be captured, causing Eric
This is the second point why I hated this movie. This guy was really giving herself up, and then she fucking steps in like, hey, let's not give ourselves up. Fuck this character so much.
It's so... Oh, God.
Like, it's like, at this point, we can infer that Eric, under his own free will, is like, yeah, I realize I'm a dangerous guy. I should probably give myself up, right?
God.
She's an enabler of anything in this movie. That's the correct way. That's the correct to use that word, right? Enabler.
Yeah, sure,
right?
sure.
That's how I'm an enabler of ghost bullying.
Actually, that's kind of accurate. Causing Eric to bring another massive storm, which electrifies the bridge and himself. He draws upon the lightning but loses control, which causes massive chaos. Christine coaches Eric to control his emotions, which Eric uses...
Hey, you know what the fight? He didn't have to fucking lose control if you fucking let him surrender.
Yeah, which Eric uses the lightning to create a fence until he collapses and the storm subsides. The sheriff comes to their aid and rushes them to the hospital. On the radio,
how the fuck did he get past that police barricade at the end of the bridge, by the way? That's the other thing that got me tilted in this movie. Did they just let him across?
Yeah.
Like, there was obviously a police barricade, right? And the was like, hey, this guy might be a dangerous guy. We should let him through.
To be fair, he's the sheriff, so maybe he has... I don't know.
I mean, but wasn't it inferred that but at this point, we can see, like, actual armed military... Let me skip ahead. We see guys with actual I want to say I don't know what guns like high military people would use, but we see we see the people on the bridge, right? These are guys in full body tack, like a SWAT team basically, right?
I think so. I'm
yeah, we
ahead.
see these SWAT team looking S guys. So at this point, do you think the sheriff has as much power to control the SWAT team as an actual fucking person that would be in charge of this operation at this point? Why the fuck would they let the sheriff go through?
I suppose so. That's fair point. But I'm still We're not here to talk about that yet, Austin.
Oh, okay.
Keep that in mind,
I
though,
hate this
because I
movie.
do want
I
to
hate
talk
this
about
movie.
that, I guess. But
I
no,
hate this
fair. Rushes into the hospital. On the radio, the group hears social media is claiming he is the god Thor. At the hospital during an MRI, Eric, covered and burned, causes... okay, thanks for pointing that out right now. Causes a malfunction, causing a boy to go into cardiac arrest. While en route, Ole's father shoots Eric, which has no effect. Stopped by the sheriff, Ole's father allows Eric to aid the boy. He wasn't
I didn't realize he got shot.
He wasn't even stopped by the sheriff. What? Okay, hold on. This Eric revives his boy, healing him completely. The sheriff
Thor.
explains after Ragnarok, Thor's children built a farm which they believe to be the farm Eric's family is from. At the farm, Eric is brought to his knees and unable to move while standing over a type of big visir. That is what they have written here. The army sets up around the farm ready to kill Eric. The team finds a cave under the farm filled with Norse runes, stones, and a depiction of Yggdrasil. Eric is told it is time for him to go into the cave, where he is drawn to a box of stone which contains Jarngripir, from...
I only recognize one word from these three.
Meginuro, I'm butchering these names.
Mjolnir.
And Mjolnir. Eric adorns
Okay,
all of
can we just say gloves, belt, and Mjolnir?
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think anyone cares about these other two items at this point.
Yeah, Eric adorns all of this equipment and causes another storm which is controlled by the hammer. As Christina approaches Eric, a sniper misses him and shots. Thanks for spelling that. Shots her in the head.
Shots.
Yeah, I know. Causing Eric to summon lightning channeled through Mjolnir, causing a massive number of casualties.
This is double linked twice. Never fucking did not pay attention. You linked Mjolnir twice, you idiot.
Yeah. The film ends with a newscast stating there is a cult of Thor and Eric is now a terrorist. Also, I did not see the ending of that, and so...
Yeah, I saw that. I actually saw that. Okay. Actually, I don't know about I think he's like follower or something. Well, you know what this ending needed, if anything?
What?
They needed the Billie Eilish bad guy to be played throughout the ending.
What a fucking callback.
Hey, shout out to Brightbird.
Oh
the ending was literally a Brightbird.
Yeah, but even it somehow managed to be worse.
It's worse.
Yeah. Okay. So a lot of this movie is just kind of bad and just meanders.
There's a lot like this movie had a good concept, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was when I read the general, because you know how when a movie you put like a shitty description and like the basically to get the average movie going audience to get like, oh wait, that movie sounds good, right? When they put out when I read the original movie, I was like, hey, this sounds like a good concept. A guy find out he's probably some reincarnation of Thor and he has to struggle with it. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm down for that. Boy, this movie just fucking sucked.
Yeah,
and I
really
fucking hate Christine so much.
Like
I've never hated a character as much as I hated Christine, right?
God, it's a very poor use of like her character too, because her character has such an interesting like what do you call it? Her character has enough interesting background story and motivation that it's just like I could see where her character could potentially go. Because the thing is, in the beginning of the movie, the beginning of the movie takes so long.
Where she is one character and not two separate characters. Mm-hmm. Remember, Christine is one character, all right?
Right.
So not two separate characters like I thought watching this movie. I was so fucking confused watching this movie. I would literally can't understand why there was... what was the point of the psychiatrist? Just to introduce this new girl. That sounds someone out of this movie I was.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's kind of really bad, and it's just okay, so, real quick, this movie is really fucking boring. Yeah. It just really takes a long time to get anywhere, and when it does, I'm like, I don't give a shit, man. I just want this to be over. Like, it doesn't... Yeah. It takes, like...
Also, it was the U.S. Army that shot him, right? Not the Norwegian Army, right?
No, it was the U.S. Army, and I don't understand how, like, these... Like, whoever the director is just doesn't understand, like... the army at all, and what the army is allowed to do when they're in another fucking country.
And apparently the director's like, yeah, the U.S. Army could just call their army anywhere and set up a mobile base in another country.
Yeah,
right?
That's not something that they can do. Oh my god. It's also like... Okay, I'm gonna try to detail.
Hey, do you think this set in the same universe as Brightburn?
No, I swear to God, if it is, I'm gonna...
Can we just retroactively put this in the same universe as Brightburn at this point?
No, hold on.
Just for the fun of it.
I mean, yes, we'll do that because honestly, I can't wait to see Thor beat up Kid Superman.
Oh, I don't know. Kid Superman's pretty strong, right?
I mean, so
if I was to put Thor versus Superman, I would put my money on Superman. All right.
Okay, here's the thing. Let's go. If we do comic Thor and then comic Superman, who would win? Do you think?
Superman.
Superman.
Oh, it's always Superman. Like Superman beats Goku. All right. That's all that matters. All right.
Okay, sure. But can he beat him with Ultra Instinct? No. But anyway, let's not get into that. Good question, though. I'm not gonna look into it because I know we're gonna get derailed by it.
Look. William, no one hates Superman versus Goku more than Superman and Goku. All right.
Fucking Okay, so here's the thing.
Oh yeah, I'm eating apple pie now.
Okay, yeah,
I finished with my mashed potato.
Okay, I'm just trying to really get this focused. In the beginning, it begins interestingly enough, right? Because it starts with Eric, who is hiking again for what seems for a while, and during this hiking sequence, it's like you have these weird things happening. You see, his leg is burned, causing him to have a limp. You see that he's just all dirty and mad and wild and stuff, right? You see that the trees are on fire for some reason. He's just like he breaks into a medical clinic. He steals medical supplies and
candy. Don't forget the candy.
Yeah.
It's important that he steals candy for some reason.
But
that's important to his character, all right? When you write a character essay on this character, right, you're gonna point out how important the candy was a symbolic representation of his morality. Okay.
No, but it's like as much as the candy scene is kind of like a little weird, but it's also important if only because it's like it shows that he takes the candy and it's just it shows that he hasn't had it in so long that he's just like, oh god, finally candy. It's like it's been so long since he had anything that's like that we would normally get, just for 5 minutes down to a 7-Eleven or something, right?
Yeah.
And then he grooms himself and stuff. He walks out of town just hiking or whatever. This is where it gets a little silly though, where he's just walking. The car kind of pulls up, and then for some reason, this one kid decides to be a dickhead and just mock the homeless man.
Yeah. Just a fucking asshole. Look, so I think later throughout this movie, the father was like, or the chef was like, oh boy, he was a good son and everything. I was like, no, the kid was a fucking, he deserved to die. That kid deserved to die. He's just fucking around harassing homeless people for no reason.
Yeah.
Fuck that kid. Look. If that kid was a ghost, I would bully him, alright? I would bully him.
God, dude. Fuck yeah, that's fucking rough. But, fucking killed. Oh god, no, I'm not gonna get into it. Fucking, but yeah, the kid was a dickhead. And so, but I get why they have this happen, because then they have it so that, it didn't even need to happen because it could have been you could have had a poster of a missing guy saying, "Oh yeah, this guy is missing after a fire," because they were looking for him anyway because of this fire, and for some reason they had this weird thing where it's he's apparently been gone for 3 years when it doesn't really look like he's been gone for 3 years. It's very odd. But they could have just made it work. We're saying, "Oh yeah, we're looking for this guy." He and a couple of people were at this barn which burned down, and he's missing. We couldn't find his body, so we're trying to look for him to get some answers. That's all you needed. You didn't need this whole thing with the this freaking teenager bullying the homeless man.
Yeah,
totally unnecessary. But So, but you get him to get picked up by the police, and then that happens, right? So, so far, that whole sequence though took a little longer than necessary, but it was interesting enough to get me okay, let's see where this is gonna go. Then you go back to Christine, and so you go to the
same
town.
Character, one character,
right? So you get same character. She's not a random accent. She is both girlfriend and psychologist.
Yeah.
The psychologist.
Fuck, I hate that this movie tricked me.
I think you tricked yourself, Austin. Okay, but fucking you have a young woman who was a psychologist who was just she was talking with a patient, and she's like, oh, but the patient committed suicide, and she felt
Oh,
she
what the
could have
fuck? This guy
prevented
did
it.
Troll Hunter?
Huh?
Holy shit! I didn't know this guy did Troll Hunter.
The director?
Yeah, he did Troll Hunter.
Wasn't Troll Hunter really good though?
Yeah, Troll Hunter was good.
And then
We
this
watched
happened.
we watched Troll Hunter. Remember? We watched. We was like, wow, this movie is really well done.
Oh wow, that's so odd. We go from this we go from that to this.
I mean, he did some other movies in between. Like it looks like he did like I guess he okay. That's a short film. That's like he did like 2 horror movies in between. I guess.
Were they good?
Not according to the. I mean, one of them was one of them was based on a scary story to tell in the dark. Oh fuck! Huh, I didn't even realize that. Yeah.
Oh, he directed that. Oh, that's so interesting. Actually.
Hey! Those covers still spooky to this day. I don't know how the fuck those covers got approved.
I don't know either, man. I really don't.
You remember the covers for Scary Story to Snow in the Dark? That shit was spooky as fuck. I remember seeing that shit as a kid.
Yeah, I know it really was. But you know what? That's a good thing considering. But
okay, hey, back to this movie.
Yeah. So the thing is, you have a psychologist, right? Who her patient committed suicide, and then she feels responsible. Or she wishes she could have done more. So that's interesting too, because oh, excuse me, but because that. Mm-hmm. Because I expected that when they called her in to speak with Eric, right? It felt like it makes sense that she would try to connect with this person and help him in any way possible, because to kind of overcome the guilt of her not being able to save one of her patients, right? And so once they were in the what do you call it? Once they were in the interrogation room, I guess I'll call it.
Yeah.
I honestly expected it to be like from that movie onward, it would just be like Eric just talking about his backstory, you know, and that would be the rest of the movie, and her interjecting, trying to connect with Eric and trying to help him through his trauma and grief and stuff, right? Mm-hmm. Because I felt like that's where the story was gonna go, right? And so, also while explaining like the whole, maybe the whole thing about mortality and like maybe about what Godhood really does to a person, I guess, if one were to have it, especially unexpectedly. But we don't go that route for some reason, because this is when it gets, this is when it starts moving forward, like really quickly in a way that they just don't make sense anymore. Where So she's just like, oh yeah, you were an American Norwegian. This fire killed 5 people 3 years ago. For some reasons, 3 years ago, not a few weeks ago. And then Eric has been looking for family, and so Eric is just like he's going through like these like issues and stuff, and then shows like I don't know if he can control his power or can't, because they show that he's like. He can control the power with like the water, and he can have it float on his palm and stuff, and he shows that he can willingly burn like wood, but apparently he can't control it too.
Wow.
Which doesn't make sense to me, because it's like, oh, it's connected to your emotions. Like, I guess because it's like everything else seemed like something that he was able to control somewhat, because he was able to I mean, maybe not with a kid, because, whatever. But he is able to control the water and burn stuff willingly. I'm like, okay, can you not control your powers, or can you control your powers? Because this is kind of important here. But I guess, like, they decided, no, he can't control his powers, I guess. Oh, God, and it's like, they tried to have it so, like, there's this thing with Christine and stuff, like, okay, before I get to Christine again. So they move forward. Yeah. And then, like, after she's able to help Eric stop, like causing fires and stuff, she's also very quickly able to say, oh, it's your emotions that are doing it. It's like, this comes out of nowhere, and I see no reason as to how she was able to determine that at all, you know? Mm-hmm. Because it's just like, oh, this is the line, but there's no, like, it's like, this character knows that the emotions control Eric's powers, but there is no lead up to her how she knows this, and so it just feels like really out of place for her to say this. And so I guess she stops it, whatever, and then freaking afterwards, apparently the U.S. Embassy decides to just come in out of nowhere.
Yeah, the U.S. Army just randomly gets involved like that.
Yeah,
they can just do that.
No, yeah, they get involved out of nowhere, and I have no like there is no rhyme or reason as to how they figured it out.
That's the worst part, right?
Yeah,
like there's a lot of fucking weird questionable moments. Like I don't understand. Like maybe if we had a better intro or some shit, right? Of like, oh boy, like wanted posters or like news footage or some shit.
right.
Or maybe even when the sheriff was explaining to Christine, like, oh yeah, there were some Americans, and the American believed it was a terroristic threat or blah blah blah. Like basically something that makes it seem where we can naturally insert the U.S. Army to come in for some reason, right? Like the only reason why we get the U.S. Army here is because they have to say, oh yeah, he's American. He never been to America, but he's American, right? It's like. I was like, oh,
it's so dumb.
Yeah.
I don't understand why they're just in to just like be there and to cause things to happen. That's the thing.
Or maybe have it tied to his fucking background, or like maybe his village was some super spooky secret science. Those stupid those damn Americans and their secret experiments. How dare they experiment on with ghosts and everything?
Yeah, but you don't get any of that. They just pop it out of nowhere just to kind of push,
really fucking weird.
Push the story forward in a way that just doesn't make sense. They don't come in organically at all. They just get plopped in.
They just magically show up.
And then it's just like, oh yeah, we're gonna take him in. We're gonna put him on his helicopter, right? And it's like, you can't just do that. And then
I feel like there's a lot of laws that they're breaking by doing this, right?
Yeah, because there's no.
I'm pretty sure you can't just go into another country and be like, hey, give us this person, right?
That's like national. You're gonna cause a national uproar in some fashion too.
So this Eric guy is just random dude, random guy, right? It's not like he's like some type of like prolific political person. Like it's like he's like the child of some dictator, right? Or any like he's just like random dude that just does it. All right, hold on. Who knows? Maybe the American government does go to random countries and kidnap people. I don't know. Yeah. I'm not inferring anything about the American government that may or may not be listening to. I sure love our American government. What up, FBI guy?
Oh my god. Okay. No, it's okay, Austin. We have free speech. We're okay.
Oh, okay, that's right. We have free speech. Wait, blink if you have free speech.
You can't tell, but I'm blinking.
Oh, wait, 1 blink for free speech, 2 blink for free speech.
Oh yes, they both mean the exact same thing. There's no weird subtext here. American government.
Yes, that's right. But yeah, it's really fucking weird how this government. It's really random that they just show up. Right? I would expect like the Norwegian government to show up. Like that makes sense. Maybe like maybe the Norwegian government was going after him. Like, oh boy, there was an explosion. We might think it might have been some terrorists or some shit. So, right?
Yeah.
I don't know why it's the Americans. Why does America have to come in? It's so fucking weird.
It could have just been the Norwegian government. I don't understand why it
I'm pretty sure Norway has a government. I'm pretty sure.
They're pretty sure they do have one. And for some reason, they don't come in.
I'm pretty sure they have a king or an emperor or something, one of those.
they have a government. They have a
or travel or power by combat, and whoever's the strongest person is in control of Norway. I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
Yes, that's exactly how it works.
Like anyone can be the leader of Norway if you just go in and challenge the current leader. It's like no, hold on. But you have to but you can only challenge if you hold the number 2 power spot. All right. It's like Afro Samurai. Okay.
Oh my
god. Hey, that's a good idea. How come we don't structure our government by the logic of Afro Samurai? That's a good logic if you think about it.
Sure, it's better than what we're going through right now. To be fair.
Yeah. And remember, only the number 2 headband can challenge the number 1 headband, but anyone can challenge the number 2 headband.
God, man. But yeah, it's just they pop in out of nowhere, and even stupider is like, the embassy is trying to take him back, and he refuses to speak with anyone other than Christine. And then for some reason, he agrees to go to America, but he agrees only to sedate himself in order to get into the helicopter, which is so dumb. I don't understand why he's doing that when it's clear that he's just
also, I don't know why he's acting shocked when he's waking up in an unknown location.
Yeah, that's the thing.
If I was to get knocked out, I assume by the time I wake up, I'm not gonna be waking up in the same place I got knocked out, right?
Oh my god, yeah, because you're like, oh yeah, I know this is gonna happen. I know what's gonna happen to me. I know where I'm going, or I'm planning to be at, and so that should come as no surprise that I'm on a helicopter.
Like, the only thing I would be annoyed is the fact that if I were to wake up restrained, right?
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
But not Alex. Eric wouldn't. He knows he's a dangerous person, right? He knows. Like, yeah, I may or may not be a terrorist. Who knows?
God, I'm so annoyed, and it's just like, because the thing is, I can understand him being irritated by the fact that he's restrained and stuff, right? That's fine. That's understandable, because it's like, even you agree to that, but you kind of like, being restrained is just enough to get anybody uncomfortable. But these people are so terrible at like freaking what do you call it? They don't know. They don't know how to de-escalate a situation. They just kind of like let him.
I mean, as an American, the best way to de-escalate the situation is by causing more situation. All right. That is why when the room is on fire, I throw oil into it. All right.
Yeah, that'll stop it. That'll stop the fire from going.
Wait, at some point, the fire will run out. Okay.
At some point, fire just doesn't stop. At some point, fire stops. It's not like it needs oxygen.
That's my logic. That's how we solve the national crisis. All right. At some point, there won't be any more poor people because everyone's poor. Okay.
Jesus. God.
Based on my understanding of basic economic, I'm sure that's how economic works, okay?
That's exactly how economics works. Don't let anybody else tell you otherwise, Austin.
I watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, right? And they explain economics pretty well as far as I'm concerned.
God, man. There's also like this thing, like, God. So they don't know how to de-escalate.
Also, real quick, how did he know where she was, by the way? She never gave him a card or told him, hey, I live in this fucking apartment building. He just fucking knew where she was.
Yeah, he just comes up and is like, hey,
remember me?
I know you live here somehow. And then they go leave for another house. This is
the part where I was so confused. Like, this is the exact point where I was so. This is the part where I thought Christine was a completely new character, right? Because I was like, because within the first time they met, there was no fucking communication. Like communication, like, hey, I live in this fucking apartment. I was like, oh yeah, whatever. Like, they were just talking about random bullshit. Hey, this is my emotion, my feelings, yada yada stuff, right? Yeah. I was like, okay, whatever. All right, okay. She's just like some random psychiatrist. Okay, I don't give a fuck. And then he was like, when he goes looks for Chrissy, I was like, who the fuck is this bitch? Is this his ex-girlfriend? Is that how he knows where to find her? Right? Because it makes no sense for him to know where Christine is. He does not know.
He doesn't at all. It doesn't make sense at all. He just happens to get there.
It's not like she's like down the street from where he was being held, right? She probably lives in like some different part of town, to be honest.
Right? Yeah.
And he just somehow knows it.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, as much as I'm like, Christina agrees to go with Eric, and so this is like at this point, like, where I'm like, yeah, he kind of comes in. He's a bit of a danger, but I can also understand why you go with him, considering her background.
Maybe she likes bad boys, Maybe she likes bad guys.
No, stop. We are not doing this. I swear to God. But like, I understand why she goes to help him. If only because like it makes sense with her background. Now that you know that she was a psychologist, right? You know why she was gonna go above and beyond with helping Eric, because it makes sense with her characters. That's like, oh, because she was in the beginning. She's like, oh, I knew, like, if like all the signs were there, and I knew it, but I just didn't do anything about it, right? And so she has a lot of guilt, and so it made sense to me, at least, to why she was going above and beyond with this guy. Yeah. And so
I always trust potentially dangerous person that enters my life. All right.
Yes. I mean, the thing is, again, as ridiculous as it is, I get it with her character. But then, oh god. Okay, so
what syndrome is that, by the way? What syndrome is this? Stockholm Syndrome? What syndrome is this?
I think it's Stockholm.
Is this Stockholm Syndrome? I don't think this is Stockholm Syndrome. She definitely has like some weird fucking vibe, right?
Hold on, let me just look up Stockholm Syndrome.
So it's that thing that Harley Quinn did. That Harley Quinn ended up going with.
No, yeah, it was Stockholm Syndrome. It occurs. It says here it occurs when hostages or abuse victims bond with their captors or abusers. Yeah, basically Stockholm Syndrome.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, she just has fucking Stockholm Syndrome with this shit.
Yeah, and so, but then it's like, where we're here. Okay, so then you have this other fucking thing. Oh, excuse me. My goodness.
Yeah.
So, you have the agent who Eric saves, right? And then, like, she has, like, it's very clear, like, they wanted, they wanted the ending so bad. Like, they gave the agent character a very, very bad motivation in order to make it make sense, I guess.
Yeah.
Because what they do is,
It's not like it wasn't her fault that the helicopter crashed. Definitely not her fault. Definitely 100% Eric's fault it crashed, right?
Right. But they have this discussion.
Also, why the fuck did they take a helicopter? Was a car not fast enough or some shit?
I mean, you know, they gotta go to America, I guess. I don't know if you can go to America on helicopter, actually.
No, you can't. We be crossing from Norway to America? Of course not.
Yeah.
You have to take like a plane or a boat.
Yeah, I don't know where they were taking her. Or him, I mean. But whatever. The thing is, they had this thing where, she has a discussion with the sheriff saying, "Oh yeah, when I was in the helicopter with Eric, here's a weather report. He caused this in a matter of seconds." So like, okay, yeah, sure, weird.
Also, real quick, why is the sheriff still involved by this point?
I don't know, man.
At this point, this is like national security level of threat, right?
Yeah, it is.
At some point, the Norwegian FBI, the NBI, would have come in and be like, "Hey, get the fuck out of here. This is our thing now," right?
Yeah, I mean, you would have gotten at least some international agency to come in and be like, okay, we got to deal with this shit.
Yeah.
But maybe then
the Norwegian the Bureau of Investigation, the NBI.
Yeah, but then again, it does all happen in a matter of a day, so maybe that's also a thing, because then they're having a conversation about like how, oh yeah, he's a god and stuff, and it's like, oh well, I don't know, man. It's too big for my
that's their
grade.
first logic to go into. Like, yep, God.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean.
Yep. Fucking. But hey, yo, my kid was able to solve this math formula, and he's only 5. He's a fucking god.
God.
Hey, this baby can play the piano well. God. This dog, if you spell it backwards, it's a god.
God is a good boy, Austin. God is a good boy. Remember to give him plenty of pets and belly rubs.
Yeah, it's really. I'm really glad that the sheriff is in this movie for no reason.
Anyway.
And the fact that he's speaking so isn't for this the American agent woman. We don't even learn what where she's from, right? We don't know if she's like FBI, CIA, or some secret department, right? If she was like a secret government cell, right? She would not be speaking to everyone.
Yeah.
She wouldn't be speaking to the fucking sheriff, right? So I'm assuming she has to be something like an FBI or a CIA agent. But even then, an FBI or CIA agent doesn't fucking go around. Yeah, right. Let's go over our details about this guy to the local sheriff, right? Because the local doesn't need to know about this shit.
Mm-hmm. God, it's so annoying though. Because, okay, so again, back to what I was trying to make. The point I was trying to make. Aside from the useless sheriff, who honestly doesn't need to be in the movie anymore. You have the agent, and the agent's like her reasoning to get people to get a military operation for people to come in is not because he's a god, but because it's the way that she says it, right? But she says, "Oh yeah, but this guy, can you imagine what would happen if people found out about him, like Christians, Muslims, and all that? It's their beliefs about gods will be overturned." And then I guess that's what she does to apparently convince the person on the other line when she's calling on the phone.
Yeah.
To send military aid? I'm like, what? You could have just said that he caused a storm and caused you to crash or something.
Or you can say he's a terrorist.
Or say he's a yes, exactly. I'm like
I don't understand what's the logic of you bringing religion into this concept all of a sudden. Yeah, he could be the reincarnation of God. I guess, fuck it.
Yeah,
that's good enough for you to send the military, right?
It doesn't make it just feels so out of left field.
Call your local police department and tell them, hey, my dog, I think he might be a god. Can you send the military over here?
They just sent a freaking whole squad, a platoon of Marines just to get a dog.
Marines, and then we bring some tanks in, a few helicopters. Like there's a whole mobile command center and everything. Right?
Oh my god!
Bring the entire operation over here.
Yeah, and it's like I know why they did it with her character, because they wanted to have that ending where Eric and Christine facing it with each other. They it was so obvious what they were gonna do.
Yeah, I know. As soon as I saw the sniper, I was like, "Oh fuck, they're just gonna kill her off at this point."
Yeah, I'm like, also, okay.
This comic is really fucking bad.
Two things.
Also,
here.
these sniper fucking suck. No,
two things here. So they want to kill off they want to fridge Christine's character just so that they can have that moment where Eric becomes like a god, a vengeful god amongst all the whole world over, right?
Yeah.
But
also, I have a lot of problems with his character as well, which I'll get into later.
Yeah.
After we finish discussing this movie.
Yeah, but it sucks so much because, like, first of all, the apparent motivation for them to shoot the character when she said, "Oh yeah, only shoot if there's like a cause for aggression or whatever," right? And then it's like, first of all, he doesn't do anything of the sort. And then when they're asking for permission,
he has a hammer, William. That's pretty threatening right there. William, if I was an old white woman walking around my neighborhood and I see a person with a hammer, I'm calling the police, all right?
Jesus. And so, like, and the thing is, like, this also second, when she tells him to fire, this is with the assumption that she's like, oh yeah, I don't want the world's religious order to become overturned. I'm like, this is a poor reason for everything. If he was doing something like
it would have made more sense if she was like, we're going back to her, like she was like some weird hidden like sect, like some secret organization or some shit, like like our organization is tasked with keeping sure the world's religions are at fucking like going out to a full holy race war or some shit.
Yeah,
right?
or something like at least something
like
it would get
secret order.
Yeah, it would have at least made a lot more sense, you know, instead of just whole like crisis of faith thing that was going on. Or at least like I don't mind the crisis of faith thing. I just don't like how they handled it because it just comes out of left field for her character.
It's really bad how like as soon as the government's first response, yeah, fuck, it's God. Yep, it's God. We gotta take him down.
Yeah, basically, that's exactly how we gotta get rid of this dog, man. We gotta put him down.
Jesus Christ. I hope that is the one line no one's ever take out of context from us. Like everything else we said in our SPOILERCAST, you can take that out of context. Just don't take that line out of context.
We gotta put the dog, our dog, God.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, it's so stupid. And also, third or whatever number I'm on right now. Uh-huh. These snipers are terrible shots. I don't understand.
Where are they sniping from, by the way? So earlier throughout the movie, we saw that they were at a side view, right?
Yeah.
Where we see from the side of his head. How did they shoot her from the back?
Yeah, no, they hit her from the side.
Oh, from the side?
No, yes, it was from the side.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, and so I'm like, you had this guy, like, I swear to God, like, or I swear to dog, okay? I swear to dog, man, that, like, I think the sniper sneezed or something, because it's the only way I can explain how he missed the shot of Eric, a man who was standing out in the open, like, no cover.
Also,
perfectly
Christine is still a few feet away from him. But it's not like she's like right. It's not like just like one of those hostage situations, right? Where the fuck. What do you call the person that's not the hostage? The criminal.
Yeah.
Like has the person right next to them, right? If threatening to kill them. No, she's still like a good few inches away, like a few feet away, right? She's not even fully in their arms. They're not even embracing. She's still far away from them.
Yeah, and even then, because they were that close, I'm like. Even if it looks like they're like even the whole embrace thing, you don't shoot until you get a guaranteed shot at the guy, and the sniper is gonna know if he's gonna hit the guy or not, and he's gonna know. And I'm like, there is no way a sniper would have fucked this up this bad. There is no way at all, and it's just an excuse for them to have that ending where he gets angry and pissed off and has a cult and becomes announced a terrorist. I guess it's so dumb, and also.
Yeah, rewatching the scene now. Yeah, she's still fucking far as fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, I'm watching right now. God, it's worse. It's actually worse.
Yeah, it's really bad. I'm like, what are you doing? What is this?
Where is the sniper shooting from?
It's so
That's
stupid.
the worst part. So the bullet enters from from what we can tell, the sniper is on Alex's. I mean, not wait. Eric's right side, all right?
Mm-hmm.
He's on the right. So he's on this right. So if his face is facing north, right? That means if he's north, then the sniper is on his east, right?
Mm-hmm.
The bullet comes in from the west.
God.
I'm rewatching now. The bullet enters from the west into her.
God, yeah,
It's not even from the same angle as the original sniper. This is a different sniper. They just got a different sniper all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's really bad. And I hate it so much.
It's really fucking bad.
Also, like,
to be fair, I hated her character, so it's fine.
Yeah,
her
but
character
it's like
caused so many fucking issues in this movie.
They also try to do this thing where they try to build off like this, the relationship between these two characters. Like, it goes from her helping, right, out of like this guilt for like a survivor or whatever, or patient, I mean.
Mm-hmm.
And then it goes to this random thing where apparently it's romantic, where I didn't get that vibe at all.
That's why I said. That's why I was so confused. That's why I thought this was legitimately an ex-girlfriend character, and they're just rekindling their spark. That is why I was so confused about this relationship between these two.
Yeah, it's really odd, and it just comes out of, again, a lot of things come out of left field just because they want to make some conflict or whatever. Like, yeah. It's just a whole lot of unnecessary, what do you call it? Fluff, I guess is the thing. Mm-hmm. And it's like it's clear they wanted to get to this point and have fun with it, but they just really don't know how to do it well, you know. Mm-hmm. And if anything, I would have preferred my version of a movie. But
also, the thing is, where is the national security at this? Apparently, they never bring the national security. They never fucking even look for this guy in terms of like a national. Like at this point, this character is seen as a national threat, right? He brought down an entire helicopter and everything, you know, and all that stuff. Like, we saw the whole bridge thing, and like, you would think the national government would be all after him right now at this point, but there's nowhere. They just let civilians around the perimeter of here. Like, it's like, hey, this guy may have the bomb, but as long as we're social distancing away from him, it should be safe, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You think they would like some form of response would happen, but you know, it doesn't really. It doesn't. And apparently, it's only. It's apparently only like freaking what's the term I'm looking for? It's only the American government that gets involved here for some reason, and I don't know why. It's
really confusing why the government just let like a bunch of civilians just fucking be around this area, or around this potentially dangerous criminal.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just really
even if it's on the outskirts. Apparently, then they can just walk into the town. Apparently, don't know where the fuck these random people come in. It was so fucking weird when I saw these films. Like, I was like, wait, wasn't the government supposed? I thought the government had this place under wraps. I have this entire place fucking whatchamacallit, perimeter, right? And then these people just walk in. Apparently that easily.
I don't know, man. It's just a lot of this movie just doesn't make sense at all. And God, I hate this movie so much. Like,
it's really fucking bad. Also, I really don't understand Eric's fucking character. Like, so this movie is called Mortal, right? Mm-hmm. It's called Mortal, right? And at the beginning of this movie, they do those fucking stupid shit where a movie tries to be deep, but they have the word and then they have the Webster's dictionary appear under it, right? Uh-huh. I thought that this movie was like him struggling with the fact that he has powers, right? And I thought that Christine was supposed to be like his anchor between, oh boy, don't go God mode, right? You're still a human or some shit, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
That's what I thought this movie was going to be about. Like I have magic god powers. I don't know what to do with them, right? And I thought Christine or originally the ex-girlfriend character, because in my mind I had like a complete separate movie thread going on at this point, right? Because due to the fact that I fucking misjudged Christine as a character, right? Like my thoughts was like, okay, so cool, he's going back to his ex-girlfriend. Maybe the ex-girlfriend is what keeps him from killing everyone and being like, hey, yo, what's up? Yo, what up? My name Eric, right?
Yeah.
Man, that's what I thought this movie. I thought this movie was him like struggling with god powers, and then his girlfriend or whoever the fuck, like, hey, yo, don't do that. I know you're struggling. I'm pretty sure this concept has always been done by a different, but I can't just think of one right now off the top of my head.
Yeah, I can't think of one either. But
I feel like this concept has been done. Fuck, what was it?
I mean, I don't doubt it. Yeah.
Yeah, like that's what I thought this movie was. Like, that's why they were trying to make this movie, but it doesn't work. It's just the movie's really fucking bad.
Yeah, it's just. I felt like it would have been a lot better if they had this whole like here's what I'm suggesting. movie 1. Okay, it's just him struggling, coming to terms with the fact
wow,
that he's
wow, you have this franchise out all the time.
No, because the thing is, I'm watching this. It could have been at least 2 movies. Okay, because it could have been a thing where it's like in the first movie, it's establishing a relationship between Christine and Eric,
or
and
maybe just have fucking Christine be a character that already exists.
No, because the thing is, like, they had like I like the thing with Christine with her being a psychologist and trying to help people, and there's this thing with Eric, and then him struggling to come to the concept, struggling with the concept of his godhood and how he's no longer just a mere mortal like everyone else, right? And I was and I would have been interested to see where, like, if there's a whole conversation between the two, and how like talking about how Eric always had these weird things happening around him when he was younger. Then it goes from his childhood to adulthood to the moment of the farm, and then and then him burning accidentally burning the place down and stuff, and killing the people that were dear to him or something because of his godhood or whatever.
Yeah. Okay, I looked this up. The first thing that comes up is Immortals for some fucking reason. I don't know why.
But yeah, it's like I would have liked that, right? And then it's like, and then maybe second movie.
Mortal Kombat 11 ending explained. There we go. There we go.
And then you could have the second movie basically being like exploring what that godhood kind of like, basically the whole American embassy, but maybe it's just a secret organization who knew about these, because then it could be like, oh yeah, but during his childhood we knew weird things were happening. We got reports and we kept them under watch, but then we lost them when he went to Norway. And so then there could be a whole thing about a covert operation where the military is trying to get him back, right? To do whatever. And then Christine, because of that guilt that we like, maybe that is explained in the first movie, is like, oh yeah, I can't let that happen to him. I have to do all I can to save him. And then that's where that happens, and then you can have the ending here happen. But it makes a lot more sense if it was just a focus on like her trying to help him, and the military would come in, and you could have spent the whole movie in the second one. Yeah, it's again. That's good. Yeah, it's the thing is, this movie needs more time, and would like it needed to.
This movie was very thinly stretched, and like they just put like plot points, like we just gotta get this part in, and they're like fuck it.
Yeah.
All right, that's the movie.
Mm-hmm.
They did it. There's not enough stuff in between for you to get a full feeling. It's like it's really like wasn't fully prepared or fully done.
Yeah, it's like they definitely needed at least 2 movies for this, at least or at least focus more on one thing and one thing alone, because it felt like it's like they wanted to do this, but they also wanted to get here, and so it's
they threw too much stuff in. Like there was a lot of stuff that they needed to do. This movie could have been. They tried to make this movie really big, but they didn't put enough into it.
Yeah, it's just very, very unfortunate.
Mm-hmm. But like I thought it was a good concept. I was like, oh god, Guy finds out he's a god character. Cool. I hope this is. Oh boy, I hope this isn't a repeat of Brightburn.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But now that I think, I was like, man, I really wish I was watching Brightburn again. At least that guy had a whole character. At least I don't even remember the kid from Brightburn, but at least Brightburn had a whole fucking. We saw his morality and all that shit.
I mean, for a little bit, but then you just kind of get rid of that.
But it's more than what this movie had. All right.
I will give you that. Yeah, that's a lot. At least Brightburn's a lot more entertaining.
Yeah.
But yeah, this movie sucked. I hate it. Don't watch it.
I did not like this. It had a good concept. It just didn't fulfill on the concept.
Yeah.
It was I get what I was trying to do, but it wasn't fulfilling on it. It was trying to do too many other different things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it wasn't enough. Yeah. All right. Is that it?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Is that what we have to say? All right, cool. All right. Oh, I had to burp. All right. All right. I guess that's it. Coronavirus is still a thing. Wash your hands. Kate, thanks. Bye.